Yo, what up? It's
What
Mutt-Man
up?
and the Macho Man. What's up?
Who you? What's going on, dude?
We're gonna have a little time together tonight, just talking about some cool things, some
A little time together.
upcoming enjoyable things, and have a little
Yeah.
discussion.
Gonna be
So,
good.
give people a couple of minutes to get in here. Macho, as always, will you look at the chat?
I will look at the chat.
Thank you very much. And please don't give a wrench to anybody that doesn't deserve one.
I rule with I will rule with an iron fist and a benevolent hand.
Thank you.
All right. Also, you'll be happy to know I fixed the tweet. Everybody,
Good.
we got one watching. It's probably me.
Okay, good. That's a good place to start. It always starts with one, Macho.
It does.
Come
on.
How's your week been, buddy?
It's been good, pretty good. Oh man, let's see. I'm tired because I've had a lot going on. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I have had a lot going on. One of the Macho children is sick. The little
no.
Macho, the smallest Macho, is a little ill right now. Not majorly ill. She's actually in pretty good spirits, but she has what we call in our house the big D.
Oh, what's that?
Big diarrhea.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's been fun the last couple nights.
Right.
But she's all right. She's on the mend. And then what else? What happened? Just a bunch of work's been getting busy. For me, I'm yawning because I'm just thinking about work. And today I rode my bike and I crashed, so I'm sort of sore. But
got some injuries.
Yeah, got some injuries. But you know what? Like, you should have seen the other guy. But
the rocks, the ground
rocks that I hit. Yeah, I literally dislodged a rock off of the side of the trail where I landed. But yeah, man, I'm good. What about you? What's been going on with you?
Really busy with work, but everything is great. Just busy, busy, so that's cool. And of course, and April is crazy for my family because we have 2 birthdays and Easter. So, it's just wild. We always have to do a lot of stuff around Easter for church. And then we also have 2 birthdays to figure out for 2 different kids. So it's like a madhouse with the kids and stuff. But one thing I wanted to share that I thought was really funny this week, and I tweeted about it, was that
I know you're gonna say
at our Easter celebration at our church, our Palm Sunday celebration, we had an Easter egg hunt for the kids, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Macho walks in, and he's literally wearing the Lone Wolf T-shirt to church, which was so metal and rock and roll. And I was just like, man, Macho is Macho. Like, he really is a macho guy. He's a cool, fearless guy. Doesn't worry about what people think. He just rolls in with a zombie killing Indian with a knife on his T-shirt with a knife. And that's awesome, man. I just want to say I appreciate that.
I put it on and I was like, hey babe, what do you think? Is this you think this is appropriate? And she was like, yeah, it looks good. Like, didn't even bat an eye.
Yeah. We're getting the wives, like we've got the wives that are pretty cool about that kind of stuff. Amber lets me where I will constantly go out in comic book T-shirts, Star Wars
culture stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
she didn't care.
That's awesome, man. What else you got? I know you've been working on something. I know I've been just cracking the whip and getting you working on stuff. So you got anything to show us? Any more?
Well, I have been working on the HIRO cover, man.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty detailed cover with a lot of stuff going on. And I, like I said, I've been busy, but I've been every spare moment I've been putting pin to whack 'em, as they say. Hold on a second.
Is that what they say?
Yeah,
Who
that's what
says
they.
that?
Yeah, that's what they say. They say pin to. I put the pin to whack 'em.
Ah, okay.
It's a whack 'em. Well, you and before the
That's
whack 'em, you
cool.
would say they put the pen to paper, but we put the pen to whack 'em
No,
nowadays.
I was like, where did that even come from? I didn't even get it.
Whack 'em tablet, man. Whack 'em, whack 'em.
I don't know what that is.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to share my screen.
Let's see it.
You just hold on. I'm really enjoying the tweet you sent out with the YOLO.
YOLO. It just made me laugh. I was like, what's in the YOLO section of Twitter gifs? And I saw Darth Vader, and I thought it was hilarious.
So yeah, man. Oops, hold on.
There's some dead people.
Those are some dead bodies.
I like this dude that's like curled up, laying in between this dude's stanky feet.
Oh yeah, like look at these poor guys right here. This
dude, that's so freaking awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, here's the cover, all black and white, and yes. I'm really enjoying it, man. I feel like this is going to be a pretty awesome cover, especially when we get it colored, which will be the next step.
That's awesome. I love it.
I got some details to do. As far as
you got more details?
Jeez. Yeah, dude, I still got. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a pretty detail-heavy cover, but I really want the cover to be awesome. So I'm doing my absolute best for this.
Yeah.
So like I'm putting a lot of people and obviously the bodies, and there's a lot of detail in each one. So
yeah, that looks awesome. Check
out this gun. I know you like guns, but check this out.
You know I like a big gun.
This is modeled after a real gun. I've been studying military guns. I don't know what you call this, but I've been modeling like pieces of this together from a real guns. Like this is not a real gun all put together.
Yeah.
But there are guns similar to this. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think that would be called? Like if that was a real gun, what do you think it would be called?
Annihilator.
The Annihilator. The AR-70 Annihilator.
Yeah, that's it. The Annihilator. See, I got this little knife detail going on there. See my barbed wire in the background? I've actually got to go through and reset
look at that.
I added more detail to the mountains behind him, so I got to go and fix my barbed wire again now.
That's awesome.
But
you are throwing a lot of detail in there. That's cool.
Yeah, this guy's been impaled,
No big deal.
Yeah, and then there's going to be a big old machete in somebody's body, somebody's back. And then I got to fix like this gun's kind of crappy looking. I got to fix it so it looks real or realer. And just more like shading, more detail work. But I don't want to do too much because I already have done a little too much. But I want to give Vegas Day, our official HIRO colorist, plenty of space to really make this look gritty and cool.
That guy can lay down some color.
Yeah, I love what he did for Lone Wolf. I thought it was great.
Yeah. That is something I am like after seeing that book and holding that book in my hands and looking at it. He did a great job. He did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, so we got some work done on that, and I've been putting it down and trying to get this thing done. Well, I feel like once this gets done, then everything else will start flowing a little faster, But I want to start the campaign with the cover, a new cover completely done, and probably about I'm hoping to have 10 pages completed.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've got
be a quarter of the way, a little less than a quarter of the way there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely shows a good sample size for anybody that wants to see what we're doing and what the book could be.
Yeah.
But dude, the more I just like get into drawing HIRO, the more I just want to see like the different things we can get into with this book, with the story. Yeah,
there's a lot. I know you and I have talked about it a lot before, but there's so much There's so many directions we can go once we get rolling on this thing. I think once people get it in their hands, I hope when people get it in their hands, they can enjoy it. I feel like we have so many different directions we can go in. You know, we can go any number of ways with, you know, I don't want to say all my stuff, but like, you know, like reanimation or just weird science or like crazy technology. We have all kinds of ideas. So it's going to be exciting.
Well, one thing I think we can share, because I'm super excited about it, about our story, is that we are going to add some heavy artillery, maybe even some mechs.
Yep. We talked about that. Man, it's been a while back now, but that was something that that's one of the things we tweaked after this first campaign, and we went back and we're like, we need more big guns.
We do, and what I think I'm going to do, what I would like to do, is finish up a page where it shows like the scene where we've got our mech situation, and just kind of show that it's sort of the scale of it and what it looks like and the design of it. And
I like it.
I could just do a standalone sketch page, which just shows the mech itself and what it looks like, and you know how big it is and all that. But I think it'd be cooler just to show like a straight up action page.
It'd be cool to put an action page in, I think. And especially you see some crazy Russian mech warriors. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right. So that's the cover, man. And it's coming along, buddy.
It's looking really good. I'm excited. I can't wait to see that thing in color. And we only have, let's see, I'm gonna pull up my calendar. We have a week and about a week and a half, and we're live, man. A week and a half, and this thing's gonna be out in the world again. The new and improved, all the stuff that we've been working on, and we have seriously. Jason's probably tired of. There's probably not been a day that's gone by without me asking what he thinks about this or that for a perk, or like how much this needs to be or that needs to be or whatever. So we've been really dialing this thing in.
You know, one thing that people don't realize is how much this takes over your whole life.
It literally all the time. It literally does.
I've been enjoying Sweetcast recently just because he's in the middle of it. And like, I know from the last one that we did kind of how it feels. I don't know how it feels to have a really highly successful one like he's got, but I know the stressor and the kind of the emotional ups and downs of people backing, you know, like what it does to you. Like you're constantly thinking about it.
Yep. You're
constantly checking it and looking at it and all that. So, you know, that part I'm familiar with. And I think his campaign is just killer. And I'm so happy for his success because he's just one of those really cool guys that's been very nice to us and helpful to us, and hoping that we get that ours will be successful like that.
Yeah, I hope so too, and I think we will. Especially, I think after we really went back to the drawing board for the campaign, not necessarily for the story or anything like that, but the campaign. And you know, we're not trying to, you know, hide anything. We made some mistakes the first time around. We did a lot of things right the first time, but we did some things wrong. And the things that we did wrong, we have taken all the feedback that people have given to us, and we really, I think, examined all those little things and did our very best to make them better and turn that from something that could have been a negative experience into a really positive experience. And I think that is the most important thing you can do in a failed project is look at why it did it and just try to make it, you know, make it a positive experience. Say, okay, this didn't work this time, but this is why it's going to work this time. And I think we're right on track for that.
And I mean, like, you know, not to be too melodramatic, but like, it, you know, you do get really amped about it, and it is kind of an emotional thing. But at the same time, like when your campaign fails, it's not like the end of the world.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we, you know, it doesn't do, you don't get what you want. Ultimately, your goal doesn't get met. But all it did for me, like honestly, was just put me into like creative mode for this one. Like, how can we do better? And some things, it's just about time. Do you have enough time to do X, Y, and Z? Right. And sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. You know, like we're not in the same position that a lot of these other guys are in with their campaigns. You know, we don't have the same kind of resources. We don't have the same kind of you know, help, relationships, whatever, but or the, you know, crowd that they kind of bring to the table, some of these guys. But dude, if this one works, cool. If it doesn't, we'll come back again. You know, like, I don't know. That's kind of the way I think about it. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely want this one to work. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, if it doesn't, then, you know, maybe we'll work on a different thing and then come back. You know, there's plenty of ideas, and this is a cool community, and I think too, having a fan base was something that we didn't do well the first time. And I think we're doing that much better this time.
We definitely improved. I mean, there's some people that are looking for it, you know, and there's some people that are telling us they're definitely going to back. But like I said in my last video to the OBs, I mean, we are complete unknowns. We understand that. You know, so we're not thinking we're more than we are. We're complete unknowns, and we've got to do a lot of building.
Right. Yep.
And we're willing to do that, you know, slowly but surely.
Yep. So it's this whole process, like it's a long game, you know,
right?
Like this whole thing, like, and for you and I, it's probably longer than most because we started years ago, literally years ago. But but the whole process of like creating it and then you know, forming that story and getting the art done and getting the dialogue done and picking out the perks and writing the like copies for the page and doing all that stuff. Like, it's a long process, and you got to be in it, and you got to be in it all the way. And that's something that I do think we did the first time. We were in it, and we're doing it again. And it's a long game, and it's tiring, but it's really fun. Well, I love the whole process the first time, and I'm looking forward to it again, even though it does kind of take up a lot of your life, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is the model that a lot of these guys are touting as the best new model for selling comics. You know, like if you want to do it on your own, this is the way to do it. And so we're committed to figuring it out and doing it the best way we can with the means that we have. But, you know, like it brings us to kind of the question of the day, which you put out a tweet today that I thought was really cool.
Thanks, man.
And I was, you know, like I read it because I give you a hard time all the time, you know?
Yeah.
But like your tweet today, I was actually like, dude, that's for real right there. You know, like that's real Macho. And that's, you know, I thought maybe if you wouldn't mind, you could expound on it. Can you read your tweet and then like kind of say like what you're thinking about when you wrote it?
Yeah, hold on. Sean's in the chat and he said, "How's that stretch goal for the music album coming along?"
What up, Sean? You don't want to hear me, man. I will get on that album.
You know what? If we get to the right amount of money,
oh baby,
I like, it doesn't even have to be all that much. We should at least like have a really bad recording of us singing something like
what do you mean bad?
What do you mean bad? Like bad, like awesome, like rocking, like that is bad. Bad to the bone. That's what I meant.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Sean
doesn't realize, before you get into that, Sean doesn't realize that you do play guitar. That you can put some music down for me to put my sweet vocals over.
Yeah, I can definitely I can hit the strings on a guitar and make some music come out of it. And I'm going to do it. But you know who we'll have to help us do this? is we'll have our boy DG, Doug Garrett, help us do that.
Yeah,
'Cause that man can do that.
yeah, we'll bring in the banjos. I'm telling you guys, I will make if you don't play your instruments very well, my sweet vocals will make up for all of it.
Why don't you just give? Oh well, everybody knows. All the OBs at least know how sweet your vocals are.
Right? Yeah, Sean's he's a little jealous. He's been making fun. That's okay.
Hold on. Sorry, I am replying to someone about something that I'll talk to you about later. Anyway, all right. So, bring in the big guns. All right. So yeah, this let's get back to what I was we were initially talking about. This tweet that I made today, and I had no idea it would get that much attention, but it did get a lot of attention. And I was just thinking about, I was sitting at work, and it hadn't gotten busy yet. I had some things going out. I had to get some bikes ready. I had to get some things together for people that were picking up. I had a trip I had to go out on today. So I was getting all my gear together. And anyway, I was just thinking about how busy I was. And I was thinking about my daughter, who is a little bit sick. I was like, man, like, you know, I was up all night last night. I'm kind of tired. I'm working. Just the Macho Cave is sort of in shambles right now because I had another leak because we had this crazy rainstorm the other day. Just how life doesn't stop, right? I was thinking about that, and I was like, this is a thing to tweet about, because I was just thinking about, I would love to sit down. I saw somebody had like posted an image of a comic, and I was like, I would love to sit down and just read a comic right now and just veg out and enjoy a good comic book. Like that's one of those things I like to do to relax. That would be the ultimate at this point. And so I was like, this is good Twitter ammunition. I'm just going to put this out there and let everybody know what I think, because that's what Twitter is for, right? You let everybody know what you're thinking about. And I just read this tweet and I said, I have sick kids. I'm working like crazy. I have home repairs, no sleep, and bills. Real life never stops. But I can flip open a comic and I'm in a different world for just a little while every day. Comics were a lifeline for me as a kid, and maybe even more so now. And then I just included some pictures of comics that I appreciate and that are, that I think are great products, like, you know, Doug Garrett, Earthbound, one that's not out yet, which is Monster MD, but I'm just really excited about that one. And then like Deathsworn, and about our boy Carl. And man, I was just thinking about it, and I put it out there. I tagged some people in those photos, and it just like, I put my phone down, I got my work done, and I look later, and it's like 38 notifications of people. Like, I don't get that kind of response on Twitter. I just don't. And it was just really cool. It was fun to put something out there like that. You know, just being real and saying what's important to me, and it was cool. A bunch of people came out and gave me the heart, and that was great.
Well, you know what I liked about it is it seems like there's like this real heartstring that you plucked with comics fans.
Yeah,
you know, like people like us who are like real comics fans. You know, like. They enjoy sitting down with a book and smelling the ink and flipping through the pages and getting, like, you know, lost in a story about their favorite characters, you know. And I just think that like we have a lot of people that we're connected to now that really believe in it as a medium. And so like I put on the cover, I put why comics. And I think that's kind of a question, you know, like there's lots of things we could be putting our time into. Like we could be putting our time into a movie script. We could be putting our time into, video game designs. We could be putting our time into just web comics. But we want a printed comic, you know. And I think the reason is because, at least for me, I have like this really emotional connection to my comics.
Yeah, there's something about holding the paper in your hands when you're reading it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like every comic I've ever bought, I've kept. You know what I mean? I'm a collector because of how each individual comic makes me feel.
Right.
You know, and there's just something special about it.
That's
and I
real
thought it was
deep,
a really
man.
cool
That's real
tweet
deep.
today. You know, like when you said that,
You
I
still
thought
there?
that. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. You cut out for a second. My bad.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just thought it was a cool tweet, and it really resonated with several people. Even the great Edwin Boyette, I noticed, was commenting about it.
He did make a really cool video, and he was like reiterating, I think, what I was feeling, like all these things happen in your life all the time. And I did have a tweet attached to it underneath, and I was just like calling for all indie creators to remember that people are out there going through crap, man. Like everybody has crap in your lives that you have to deal with. You have to, like, your kids get sick, or your wife gets sick, or your husband gets sick, or whatever it is. There's stuff all the time that's going on in your lives.
Yeah.
And but for creators to remember that too, you know, you're creating for yourself, but you're also creating for other people. They're the ones that ultimately are buying your product to help, you know, you along. And some people might disagree with that and say, like, no, I just create for myself, and if people want to buy it, great. But for me, I do it for myself. That's an important part of me being able to put that out there. But I want people to like it, you know. Like, why would I do it if I, you know? So,
but I've been a commercial artist for a long time, you know, and there's definitely a voice in the art community that says, just do art for you, you know, and just, you know, if people like it, great. If they don't like it, who cares? You know, you're doing art for you.
Yeah.
I've never felt that way. I've always felt like whatever art you produce, whatever creative, you know, effort you put in, it should be so that an audience of some kind can resonate with it. It's always for others. It's not for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably different than some other creatives that I'm sure that somebody might argue with that, but I mean, that's definitely how I feel. Like I create something enjoyable because I want people to enjoy it. Like I enjoy it. I want them to kind of enter into the world that I'm in my brain, you know, like when I'm making this stuff.
Yep. Absolutely. And I think that we're making things that people are going to enjoy. I really do. So we got some people here in the chat. We got Jeff Lastly.
Oh yeah. What up, Jeff?
We got our hashtag one man fan, Trey.
Oh no. Oh snap. What up, Trey?
The man is here. The man is here. Let's see who else. We got Keenan Clement.
Hey, cool. What's up, Keenan?
He's working on the Prometheus Effect comic book.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Remember I was talking about that? So we're gonna have him on at some point soon.
Oh yeah. Cool, man.
Let's see. We got I'm gonna ruin this, so please don't just get out of here because I ruined this. But ENKI Inky. I don't know. That's probably not right. I'm sorry.
Inky, what's up, buddy?
Inky. And then of course we got Sean R2D2 for life in here.
What up, Sean?
Thank you guys for joining us. So I think we got looks like 6 watching. Look, I said that when I messed up, he was gonna drop out, and he did. We got 6 people watching that I know are probably interested to hear some of the things that we've been working on.
Yeah.
And I think we should talk about that, and then we can keep talking about some other stuff. But I'm just really excited, and hopefully, we're going to put some of this information out very shortly in a backer update. But I think we should just spill the beans now. What do you think?
Buddy, you know how I feel. You're always pushing me to spill the beans. But if you're cool with what we've come up with, I think go ahead and just let them know.
All right. So this is for anybody who's backed us before.
There was an original amount of backers. This is for original backers of our first campaign.
So for our first campaign, it didn't go. Our campaign didn't make it, but we saved your emails because we wanted to be able to send you something to thank you for backing us the first time. So our original backers, or our OBs, is what we call you. and all the OBs are going to get an email update. You've gotten a couple already, but you're going to get one more at least before we launch. It's like a week and a half. And what it's going to do is give you we're going to tell you right now, and it'll update you for this secret perk that you're getting. And then when the campaign launches, we're going to give you that secret perk code. Only the OBs get it because you believed in us the first time.
That's right.
So this is what you're going to get in that perk package. This is your first look at it. I'm going to tell you what it's going to be, and then Mutt's going to whip something up and drop it to you in your inbox so you can just salivate over it for the next week. Okay. So here's what we're doing for you guys. I hope you like it. Let us know in the comment or the chat if you like what we're doing here. And all this stuff too is going to be OB kind of special. So everything we're giving you is going to be different from the stuff that the campaign gets if it's something similar. So number one, first thing that the OBs are getting are not one but 2 copies of our comic, Hero Blood of Patriots. You're getting 2 of them. If you want them signed, they'll be signed by us, and we're gonna have that for you. So 2 issues. The next thing you're gonna get is a special. It's gonna be a custom OB only sticker that we're gonna have made. Probably a 2 to 3 inch sticker is what we're thinking right now. We got to come up with some stuff on that, but it's gonna be special to you. You're also going to get I didn't write down size, but we're going to get some sort of cool promotional poster, like pinup poster.
I'm thinking correct? 11 by 17.
11 by 17.
Yep.
We'll go with what Mutt says on that. Once again, OB signature item.
We might have other posters in this campaign, but this poster will be a limited edition run that has its own specific image dedicated to the original backers.
Yep. So same thing with the sticker. OB, it'll be OB specific, so dedicated to you guys. And then last, there's more. We're gonna do a custom patch, so you can stick it on your sweet acid wash jean jacket.
Yeah.
You can put it. You can put it on a hat. You can stick it. You can iron it on your backpack. Whatever. Yeah. But it's gonna be a cool patch that we're gonna come up with.
Yeah.
So once again, 2 copies of Hero, 11 by 17 poster, custom sticker, and a patch. And if that is not enough, we have decided that we're going to give you all that stuff, and we're going to send it to you for free. So you're not going to pay for any shipping.
No shipping, free shipping, folks.
So 0 shipping. So 2 copies, poster, patch, sticker, no shipping. And are we telling them how much it costs? Can I say that?
Yeah, man. Go ahead and tell them how much we're going to ask
and
for that.
It's just going to be for all this stuff for OBs only. Once again, if you back this first time, you're getting all this stuff. If you want this perk level, and it is $25 even. No shipping costs.
$5 for the original backers.
Our original book was going to be $20 for just the book. And $25 this time, and you're getting all that stuff. So you're getting 2 copies of the book, and it's going to be the color 48-page graphic novel, just like we were going to do before. So I'm freaking excited about it. I hope that you guys are excited about it too. And I don't know if anybody has any comments, but please,
let us know what you guys think about that. What about if you have a international address from us?
That's a good question. So we do have a couple OBs that are international backers.
Yep.
And we decided that it would not be fair to give free shipping to domestic residents and then charge our international backers. So it's free shipping if you're in Singapore, if you're in Canada, Rick, wherever you are. If you're an OB, you get it for the same thing, same price, $25. So we're gonna eat some of that cost. Anyway, yeah, I'm pumped. Trey says April 30th, can't come any sooner. And our boy Tank Ferret just jumped in.
What up, Tank?
Tank? Good to see you, sir. I got to actually, man, one day last week, we had a little hangout. We were talking about stuff, And then I got off that hangout and I jumped onto Good Dog because he always drops these links in Rick's little his little Google Hangout DM string. And I was like, you know what? Tonight's the night. And I just got in there, and it was cool because I had never talked to Tank. And I got to talk to him that night. It was kind of cool. So
yeah, Tank's a heck of an artist, man. Have you seen his artwork?
Yeah.
What
was the what's the name of the? He was working on something. Oh man,
Scalpel Zero. I think.
Scalpel Zero. That's what it is. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Looks cool. He says, I can't wait for HIRO. Thanks, Tank. Appreciate that, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so I feel like we have put together a pretty killer package for $25 and no shipping.
Yeah. $25, no shipping. And we're gonna send it in good packaging. We're gonna send it in the way we should do it. So
most of our original backers were in for 25 or more originally.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're basically just sweetening the deal and just giving them that much more for backing us a second time.
And we're gonna lose. Like some people were in for more money, like a higher tier. But we thought it was really important to give you guys an option to do this tier. Even if you don't spend more money, it's still important to us for you guys to get something really good. And we're coming back to the table. We're running lean and mean, and we've dropped costs on things. We've really worked hard to get costs down so that this project's going to get made. Like, we're coming in less than half of what we were asking for last time, and we're still going to get you like really good quality printing and all that. So we're really excited about it.
Well, you did some good work, man. You've really gone out and found some good pricing, and you've really worked hard on numbers. And I think you've developed a really good price point for these guys. So hopefully they'll take advantage of it and get excited about it, because that's a better deal than you're going to find most of these.
Yeah, I think so. And so the cost of the single issue is going to drop. Cost of pretty much most tiers are dropping, except for some of the ones that are the high dollar ones that have a lot of a lot of extra work that have to go into them. And I've added some I won't say them tonight, but I've added some perks that I just threw out there. I threw them at Mutt, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's do them." And I'm kind of excited about a couple of them. I hope somebody gets them because I think it's pretty cool, but we'll see. Sean wants to know who's lean and who's mean.
Well, you're definitely leaner than me, so you'd have to be lean, and I'll be mean. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I agree with that. I'm a nice guy. Try to be. All right. So, so what are you working on right now? What are you doing? You working on the cover here?
Yeah, I've got. I'm just working on.
Show the people that weren't here before what the cover looks like.
Oh, okay. Check it out.
Yeah. What do you think, guys?
I can't get my window all in there correctly.
Looks good.
Let's see.
Nice. Oh, 100%, 200%. All we see is you. Oh, it's because I'm talking. You should white box yourself.
Oh, sorry. Whoop, whoop.
Sean's done with my face. He wants something else.
Well, I understand that feeling. Having to talk to you a lot on the streams. Check it out.
Fine. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this colored, man. This is one of the fun things about this kind of stuff is getting it colored and then getting it back. And Vegas is going to put some really sweet colors down on this. We should get Vegas in here and do a live stream with
we
them.
should. We should, absolutely. So Tank says he can't see it. It might still be – you have it white box, or is it me still?
No, I'm white box now. He should be able to see it. Let us know if you still can't see it.
Yeah, let us know if you can see it or can't see it. Jeff says, awesome.
Oh, Jeff dropped a new character for some upcoming work he's doing. Did you see that new character?
No.
Oh man, it looks really cool. It's this guy. It's hard to describe him other than he's got like lines that kind of look like maybe tattoo lines or something on his face and a cool design on his body.
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. Hey, real quick, I want to interrupt you and let you know that Dan Fraga just liked my tweet.
Dan freaking Fraga liked your tweet.
Liked my tweet, dude.
Dan friggin' Fraga.
Hey, have you ever watched his drawings? He's crazy. I follow him on Instagram.
Oh, dude is amazing.
He's incredible.
Yeah,
right,
incredible.
I gotta look at Jeff's crazy character. There he is. Let's see. I don't see. Oh yeah, is it the dude? He has like a he's like got a thing around his chest, and he has a sword on his back. Is that the dude?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a sword on his back. Yeah,
looks good. He's ripped like me. I'm just playing. I'm not ripped. So not ripped. Not ripped at all. Yeah, looks good, Jeff. Tank first. He says triple heart it.
Oh, thanks, man.
How long? And then so Sean says, how long before you guys are able to do super chats? A long time, probably.
Oh yeah, I wish we were ready for that.
Let's see. No spoilers needed, but are you guys doing any variant covers like many of the other campaigns?
I'm not planning to do any variant covers. I mean, we had a cover from the first one. That might end up being a print of some kind, but I'm just going to go with one cover. I think this time around, if we had like artist friends who wanted to get in on like a stretch goal, maybe.
I was going to say like a stretch goal might be kind of cool. And I was thinking too that we have there's a lot of like hero art that some friends have done. Like Bruce Patnaugh did one. He said he was doing something else for us. I'm not roping him into anything. That's just what he said. And then we had a couple of folks do some things. What's that?
Well, yeah, and we have like we've had a few artists that have just done some really cool pieces.
Diller did one, yeah. I mean, it was really cool stuff that people just did just to be nice. Like Carlo Rowe was working on one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is awesome. Vic did a cool one for us.
Vic King, his looks really good, and his I think he's going to. I think he said he's going to deliver that pretty soon too. So
cool, right on. So we're thinking about maybe trying to figure out a way we can use those in stretch goals too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll be extra cover or anything. Is that something that people like? Is variant covers? Because for a long time, I thought a lot of people were not into variants because of how the '90s ruined everything.
Well, no, it's not the '90s. It's more recent, where there's like 78 variant covers for every new comic that comes out. So
yeah,
like
I guess that's true.
The comic shops don't know how to order because there's so many variant covers, and it just costs them a lot of money, and then they don't get their money out of it because people don't want certain covers. So that's the problem with variant covers. But in our case, it would be maybe one variant cover, if that.
There is there's something that I saw this week too about, speaking of variant covers, and I heard that there's going to be a variant cover featuring yourself as the artist.
Yeah, man. Lone Wolf variant by myself.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I think that's going to drop pretty soon by Mr. Garrett. He's going to put that little promo out pretty soon. Yeah,
so I think that's going to be included on a different campaign, but I'm going to have to get a copy of that too. That variant cover. That's going to be pretty amazing to see.
Yeah, and did he drop artwork yet or no? Because I don't want to. I don't want to steal any thunder or anything.
No. He has talked about. He's publicly said that you've done that for him, but so I don't feel like I'm stepping on any toes doing that. But I don't think he's shown the art. I wouldn't show it yet.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty cool though. I'm pretty excited about it. I've seen the art and it looks great.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was fun to do too. Lone Wolf is really cool.
Such a cool character.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Marsh Makes Comics, Donkey Jaw
Ah,
Press.
yes, Marsh is awesome.
Yeah, and he's working on the Lone Wolf Legends of the Lone
Anthology.
Wolf anthology story that he's got,
Yep.
and his anthology story is going to be about. I'm pretty sure I've just been piecing it together with what he's been saying, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Lone Wolf versus a samurai.
I like it.
So that is going to be a crazy
Nice.
thing. And what's cool about Lone Wolf and the even with the one issue that's been created is that it can be anything. You know, it can totally be
Yeah.
anything.
Well, what Doug's done that I think is great is that he's built a really. I mean, a lot of the monsters and stuff in his world are open source, which makes it really easy to write however you want. But the popular, I guess, pop culture. I don't say icon; it's a bad word, but like kind of pop culture creatures that are already known and well known and loved in some cases, and you can write them into your stories or into his story, I guess. It makes it really easy or not easy, but it's just a cool way to do things. I think he's made a really neat world in Lone Wolf, and if you haven't read the book, it's awesome. And sorry, I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'll let you get back. Just hijacking your train of thought, but so Doug sent me a couple extra copies of the colored version of Lone Wolf, and I'll probably be giving one or two of those away here soon on this channel. Maybe when we get going, something like that. Just trying to draw some buzz, but I'll get those issues. We'll give it away in some fashion and ship them out to somebody, some lucky person out there, especially if you don't got one. It'd be cool to get those into some hands. Anyway, sorry to hijack. Keep going.
No, that's awesome. We need to think about what kind of contest we could do, or like some kind of a cool live thing, where people could really get their hands on it pretty easily.
You know what we should do is we should give it away during our our much anticipated but hotly. I'm blanking on words tonight.
You're really doing
our
Liefeld.
Well. I'm doing terrible. I'm tired and slightly injured and stuff. Our Liefeld debate. We should give it away on our Liefeld debate.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I'm sure people will feel sorry for you after I'm finished with you. So then you giving away a book would be good for your heart at that point.
Okay. I'm going to be, you know what? I'm going to be fresh that night. I'm not going to be tired. I'm going to be well hydrated. I'm going to have eaten a great dinner. Probably something from Chick-fil-A or maybe
America.
And then I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna have all my notes down, and I'm just gonna rip you a new one about this whole Liefeld. It's gonna be incredible.
What I like is all the press Liefeld's getting now for this new crappy book. This awful book called what's it called? Major crap. What's it called? Major disappointment.
X.
Is it major disappointment?
You know what? It's not a major disappointment because that guy is printing money right now.
That just shows you
his name's attached to it.
That shows you how bad the state of comics is. When his book comes out like that, Major X comes out, and it's like the hottest thing.
Yeah, you never judge a book by its cover, Jason. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah, and you can absolutely judge Liefeld's book by the cover because that's the best part of the book. It's all downhill from the cover.
You're just gonna waste some bullets here. So let's save this. We will 100%. I've had people ask me multiple times. We will do this thing. We'll probably do it. I think doing it during the campaign is probably a good idea. It'll be a good thing to get our mind off of that and just have some serious fun. Not like heavy promoting or anything. We'll just joke around and have a good time with this.
I'm not.
I think joking. Probably during the campaign.
Dude, I'm not joking around. I'm gonna annihilate you in this thing, and I'm gonna just prove to everybody why this guy needs to just kind of go the way of the dodo.
See, you're bloodthirsty, dude. Bloodthirsty. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna relax, and I'm just because I know I'm gonna win. I don't really have a whole lot of pressure about it.
Oh, Okay. Well,
So
I'm
that's what
glad
I'm
you're so
saying.
confident. I'm glad you're so confident. Me and the other artists, people that draw for a living.
You know who loves Rob Liefeld?
Who's
Donald
that?
DeLay.
Hey,
Donald DeLay.
I think guy's got his fans. He's got his fan base. That's fine. Guys like Donald DeLay. I'm sure just like a lot of people, he's nostalgic. For Rob Liefeld bad drawings because as a kid it was cool. But
Yep.
as you get older and more advanced in season, then you start to realize like what really bad artwork that is and how terrible of a human being he is. Then Sorry, you're right. Let's don't waste it.
Yeah. All right. So Trey has said something here. He says you guys need to do more content, talking like Sweetcast and getting more discussions, especially about current events, to go live on your channel. Free equals free promotion. What is art, Sean? 1,000 minus 122 equals long time, no money. Don't get it. Long time, no money.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself. I don't get it. But so Trey was saying, do some more current event topics. I think that'd be cool, and we probably will do some of that.
We're definitely going to do it because of the movie we're going to go see.
Yeah. So this is what I was going to say is a lot of there's some of the things that we'll probably do is some Marvel or nerd culture movie reviews, and we'll do like parking lot movie reviews where we literally go see it, and then Mutt and I are going to sit in the car and talk about it, and either live stream it or film it or something like that and put it up later. So we're going to start doing some of those. I think that'll be fun, especially in game. We're going to literally go see it. We have tickets already. I've purchased them for myself and my date, Mutt. Ugliest date I've ever had. I've dated some ugly women. No, I'm just playing. Just joking. But Mutt and I are going to go watch Endgame, and got them for 7 p.m. on Thursday night. So this is the earliest showing that we could get. We're going to watch it, and then we're going to talk about it in the car. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, I see what Sean is saying right now. 1,000 is how many subs you need to get monetized. He said 1,000 minus 122 equals long time, no money.
He's right about that.
Yeah. When Tank wants to know when the debate is again, don't want to miss it. Tank, you will know because we're going to post that all over social media for a while. We don't have a hard date yet. It's going to be sometime during our campaign, so in a couple weeks probably. But we want to do it just as a light, like fun, just debate for the. Well, it's gonna be fun for me because I'm gonna win, but a light, fun debate for everybody to enjoy. Just during like break up our campaign a little bit and just have a good time. So that's the plan.
Hey, I can tell you this, Tank. I have asked for a date. I have asked Macho to put a date on the calendar, and he refuses to do so. I'm ready.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna look at my calendar right now. Let's see. All right, let's see.
And I'll tell you what else.
Are we gonna do this like now, or do we need to be in the same room to do this?
Dude, challenge has been delivered. You can look at your calendar and give me whatever date you want.
So we're launching on the 30th, which is a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I am gonna be. How about this? Let's do it.
You guys are hearing it live. I can't believe you're actually giving me a date. I've asked for a date for a long time.
All right. We're going to do it May. What do you think about so I'm gone on vacation for 1 week of May.
Oh, good.
Why don't we do it on the 21st of May? That gives us a couple weeks, right? Gives about a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it on the 21st of May on the calendar. The knockdown, drag out Rob Liefeld debate.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine. Whenever, and that gives you plenty of time to, try to find some facts, that'll help you. Do a lot of research.
I have screenshots. I have.
Okay, so here's the debate.
Collecting.
Just so we can let's kind of like set the stage for this thing. This is what we've talked about. The debate is this: Rob Liefeld is in the top 10 comics creator of all time list. Yes or no? I say no. Macho says yes. He's going to argue for. I'm going to argue against. And I'm going to win because it's an easy, it's a slam dunk. Okay. But here's the thing. One of us, whoever loses, and we're going to have to figure out a way to really define a win or a loss, which we will do before the debate. But whoever loses has to literally change their mind and can never say otherwise.
Yep. So if we are on a live stream, maybe it's an important live stream, and I'm like, Mutt, do you think Rob Liefeld is one of the top 10 greatest comic book artists of all time? And Mutt's gonna have to go, yes, Dan, I do think that.
And I have to try to mean it. If that, I think that. Or vice versa. I would say in a very heartfelt way, Macho, Liefeld is one of the worst creators that you've ever had the misfortune of liking at one point in time, but you don't like him anymore, right? And Macho would have to say,
no.
That's right.
Don't like him. But I'm not worried about it. It's not going to go there.
Well, and you guys don't understand, like Liefeld literally is Macho's favorite human being on the earth.
That is not true.
He is your favorite human, and I can't stand the guy.
Nah. Not my favorite human, but maybe he's not far off. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we got in the chat. Sean says May ... But Tank says I dig it. Got to hype up the match, and that's what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
See, Trey says Endgame is getting me so hyped. I'm worried about Captain Marvel though. Yeah, so maybe we can talk about that for a minute. I'm trying to not watch all the ad spots or the. I've watched the trailers through like once, and it's I'm trying to go in pretty spoiler free. I did read a headline that said that somebody has gotten a hold of footage and has put it out all the spoilers all over the internet, like on Reddit stuff. So I'm kind of on guard, trying to stay away from that. I do not want to go in knowing anything. I like to be surprised. I like to absorb it as it's happening. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, what about you?
Well, I've got some theories.
Yeah.
I've got my set of theories that I think is going to happen. I think we're definitely going to see the death of Captain America. That's one thing.
Yes. Yep.
I think we're definitely going to see the death of.
Hold that thought real quick. Sean said something that I think is really smart, and he said, "I think you have to tweet Rob directly that he is in the top 10 of all time if you lose."
What?
I think that's a perfect, and it would be really hard for me to tweet Rob Liefeld and be like, Rob, you're definitely not in the top 10 of all time. That would
break your heart. That would break your heart, man.
I also might get banned from Twitter or something like that.
Well, I think you wouldn't get banned from Twitter. I think a lot of Twitter would come to your aid and probably call you, they'd probably saint you.
The dark side of Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyway, you think that Cap's going to die? I agree with you. I think Cap has to die, unfortunately.
I do too. He has to die.
He's gonna sacrifice himself. Not because I want him to. He's one of my favorite characters, but he's got to sacrifice himself to somehow right the situation.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. I think it's probably time for Chris Evans to hang up the shield, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually think Chris Evans has been an amazing Captain America. I can't imagine anybody else playing that role. But
incredible.
But he's, it's just okay at this point in time after so many movies to go away and do something new. But I'll tell you what, well, Okay, so other than that, I know that Spider-Man comes back and it does not die, because there's a
Yeah,
Spider-Man movie that's
yeah.
coming out. So um, Spider-Man must live and all that.
So Trey says Ant-Man plus Thanos' butt event equals Avengers Endgame ending. That was on. I've seen that somewhere else, maybe, or heard that somewhere else. Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna be fine. I think the Guardians are gonna get messed up somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Gamora just won't return, or maybe like a Star-Lord will be back. I bet Drax will be back. Maybe something happens to Groot again or Rocket. I don't know. I think there's gonna, or maybe they're gonna absorb somebody. I have a feeling somebody's gonna leave Earth and go with the Guardians.
I think Iron Man's gonna die.
You think so? Trey says RDJ is and always will be the definitive Iron Man, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is for sure, 100%. He could potentially die. You're right. I don't know though. Like, although if you think about it, like he was the beginning. He started, kicked off the Marvel universe. Maybe it's his turn to die. Maybe a lot of the Avengers are going to die.
Well, I think
although
at least
there is not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow movie coming out. So
yeah, so she survives, and I think Hawkeye, like Jeremy Renner, I think is probably going to pass it on to his daughter.
Yeah.
Well, not Jeremy Renner's daughter, but Hawkeye's daughter.
Hawkeye's daughter, yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of changes, and I don't know if they're going to be good for the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think we're going to get a lot more characters that are new characters, like from modern Marvel comics.
Yeah, I know. That's what Sean's saying. Riri rises in 2022.
Oh, I hope not.
That's maybe we'll get some X-Men and stuff like that coming out. I was real excited about the Eternals.
Yeah.
Until they so I don't have any problem with like them changing characters up and stuff like this, but some of the Eternal stuff sounds a little funky. I hope that they don't like go too far off the deep end with that, because the Eternals is like one of Jack Kirby's greatest like cosmic creations. They're like out there. They're visually crazy, and I just don't want them to go too safe with that one. But I have a feeling they're gonna PC it up really hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's just a bad feeling I have. I have nothing to base this off of other than just I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. Because it's something you really like.
What's up, Michael Beacon? Thanks for jumping in on the program here.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
So yeah, I'm worried about that. I really like the Eternals too, so I'd like to see some more. Like they did the Guardians right with the cosmic stuff. It was really cool, and I think they could do another cosmic story really well if they work really hard on it. So I guess we'll find out if they're able to do the Eternals. But what else? Yeah, if they start putting Riri Williams as Iron Man, and they do there's like an alternate kind of Captain America. Oh, sorry. In one book I was reading, or I saw digitally, I didn't buy this book, but Miss Marvel, when she grows up, the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel, she has Captain America's shield, and she kind of has like a Captain America motif on. I wasn't digging that.
Mm-hmm.
Michael said MCU isn't just dying; they're swan diving into the wood chipper. Agreed. I'm hoping like some of the if they bring the X-Men back in, they do the X-Men right. Fold some of that Fox stuff in. Maybe they can get into a new vein and work on that stuff. Not all the MCU stuff's going to be great, but I hope they're able to do something with it. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how they bring the X-Men in and what they do with that because um, if they do it where they kind of keep the X-Men separate, and kind of keep
Mm-hmm.
their own small universe without bringing them directly into the MCU other the other characters universe. I
Mm-hmm.
think it would be better, and they could come up with some really cool stories, but they got to keep it a little bit edgier. If they try to go too mainstream with X-Men, it's not going to work. It's got to be weird and
Right.
different, and
Yeah.
and it cannot, as much as people want to do this, it cannot mimic our current politics or our current political um, climate. And that's what people would definitely want to do, I think, with X-Men. Like Hollywood types would want to do with that because they feel like it represents, the struggle, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, but they just need to make it weird.
Yeah.
Like they just need to make it. They need to focus on the word mutant and make it weird mutations.
Yeah. And check us out. So Sean just said X-Men versus the Brood. You talk about weird. Like imagine it would be like the movie Aliens mashed up with
Oh, I'd love that.
with X-Men. That would be incredible. That'd be so good. Like you could almost make it like a horror movie almost. It'd be so good.
Oh, that would be fantastic, man.
That'd be
And
awesome.
they were going to do that. I don't know if they're still doing it, but they're going to do that New Mutants kind of
Yeah.
horror movie.
I keep hearing like I think they keep saying they're going to put it out, and then when Disney bought Fox, excuse me, it got pushed back or something like that, and I think it's still going to come out, but they don't know if like back to streaming or direct to video type of situation. But I'll probably still watch it. I'll give it a go. Yeah, I think it would. Yeah, it needs to be weird and like not dark or anything. Just like a creepy and yeah, focus on the whole like weird powers and mutants and stuff like that. Sorry, my phone is going off right now.
Yeah, we need to see a new Wolverine that works. And he needs to be short and hairy.
Yeah. Who would be a good Wolverine?
I've always thought that. I mean, he's playing Venom now, but Tom
Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy would be perfect.
Yeah, he would. How about So there's this movie that I just watched the other night called Upgrade. Have you heard of it? It was kind of a smaller movie. It wasn't. I don't know if it got a big cinematic release, but it is about this guy, and they're in like not too distant future, and he works on cars, but he rebuilds muscle cars for like rich people because they have all these all electric cars that drive themselves and everything.
Oh, okay.
So he that's what he does. So he has this guy that bought this car and he needs to deliver it. So he takes his wife to go deliver this car to this really weird, eccentric, like tech mogul kind of kid, and he delivers it. And he's just weird and creepy. He's like, "Let me show you something. I'm going to show you this thing." And he's like, "This is this thing I made, and it can do anything. It's like you plug it into your brain and you can do anything. It's called STEM." And the guy's like, that's weird and creepy, and I don't want any part of it. And so he leaves, and on his way home, he gets like kind of ambushed, and I'm not gonna spoil everything, but he basically gets paralyzed, like quadriplegic, and then he gets this thing put in his neck, and it's like a voice in his head. And I was reading reviews, and they were like, "This is what the Venom movie should have been."
Okay.
It helps him. It enhances him in all these ways and helps him fight, and it can it like turns off his pain receptors, so he doesn't feel like the bullets hitting him or whatever, and he like knows all this he's just savage, and he's like doing all this stuff, and he's like screaming because his body's taking control and like just destroying all these people. But it's kind of cool watching it, and I could see it where that would have people could have drawn that conclusion. It was a pretty good movie.
Well, you know my take on Venom. I'm not even. I haven't seen it. I'll probably see it at some point if it hits Netflix or something. But
Yeah,
I just can't imagine a Venom movie without Spider-Man.
yeah.
That's not my Venom, you know. So like,
Not my Venom. Hashtag not my Venom.
that's right. And I'm not. I'm just not a fan of what Fox was trying to do by taking these movies and making Spider-Man feature films without Spider-Man. Venom is only important in my world because he is a Spider-Man villain. So without Spider-Man, there is no Venom.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, it was all right. I saw it. It wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it. Let's just say that way. Like Venom, a lot of the graphics were pretty cool. Like it was a pretty cool character, but like you said, I agree that Spider-Man needs to be in a movie about Venom because that's his entire origin.
Yeah, I know that there's a lot of Venom fans and people that like that, and that's cool, man. I mean, I'm glad they made the movie because we need comic book movies about cool comic book characters, but the storyline just wasn't interesting to me. Like without Spider-Man, who is Venom? Like I want to see the McFarlane origin of Venom. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I want to see like
Yep.
that creepy bell tower.
Yeah.
I want to see like the symbiote being attracted to um, what's his name, Eddie Brock, because because of his hatred and his scorn for Spider-Man, who rejected the. But I mean, to really get that in a movie, it's almost like you got to see, the origin of the suit, like like in on the moon with Spider-Man and stuff like that from
Right.
Secret Wars.
Yep.
So I realize it's a little bit too big, but I still want to see like a cool origin where the suit hates Spider-Man and bonds with Eddie Brock because of his hatred for Peter Parker.
Right. Are you there?
Yeah, hello?
Sorry. You went quiet for a second.
Oh, I was just focusing on this drawing here.
Yeah, no, I agree. 100%. Sorry, I'm messing on the computer right now.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm going to shut it down because I got to go to bed and get up early.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm kind of losing my focus and stuff. So anyway, we got. Let me get back here.
Give a shout out to everybody that talked in the chat.
We still got 6 people watching. And that's great for us. So once again, Michael, thanks for coming in. Sorry you don't have much more to watch. Michael is doing. He's in a chat with me on one of Narwhal's DM groups, and he's doing a really cool book. And forgive me, Michael, I cannot remember the name of your book to save my life right now. But he had shared some stuff before. Looks awesome, and I believe it has something to do with like there's different. It's not 7 legions.
Yeah.
And it's not strictly like angels and demons or anything, but there's like angels, and it's like different planes of reality. Maybe I'm probably butchering this, Michael. I'm sorry, but anyway, his book is gonna come out in the future. It's looking really cool, and he shared some stuff recently, so I was able to check that out. I kind of lurked a little bit, but anyway, thanks, Michael, for coming in. Tank Ferret, sir, thanks. It's always good talking to you. The great, the magic R2D2 for life, Sean.
He's magic.
Got script 2 for got the scripts for issue 2 ready. Michael says so good. The magical Sean R2D2 for life. Thank you for coming in. Our boy hashtag One Man Fan Trey 50 Daniels.
What up, Trey?
Always supporting us. And Jeff Lastly coming in. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Inky, E-N-K-I, Inky. I'm really terrible. I'm sorry, man. Don't take that as a.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for stopping in and watching. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys, Keenan, everybody who stopped by to talk. It was great. Hopefully, you guys are excited about the OB perk, as excited as we are, and I hope we're going to get you guys to get you back as some backers. So yeah, you have anything else, hit us now. Otherwise, we're going to cut it, get out of here. Everybody have a great night.
All right, guys. One last shot here at the new cover. I'm pretty close, I think, to done. I'm ready to get it colored.
Good.
I'm excited to see this thing in living color, so we're going to send that off this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening to us. And Rob Liefeld sucks.